I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
Seven, what was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 121 of SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, head over to SZN Pod or SZN Podcast. That's our IG and Twitter. And there's a link on IG and Twitter that takes you to where we're situated at streaming wise. So that's in the bio of both of those platforms there. And that'll take you to wherever you take in your podcasts or visuals. They've got the YouTube link there as well. But yeah, Flowz, counting down to the end of the year. We've pretty much now we've hit now. It's end of the year, so we've kind of got this is like the last week in terms of reviews for us to do. Really, I think most of the major promotions, networks, most of the guys have got their fights out there now. So let's do this final sort of roundup before we get the special episodes out the way in the following weeks. But it's right, we'll do it in chronological order, Flowz. On Tuesday, we mentioned last week that Inoue was fighting, making history in that division. I always forget the division. Which division is it, Flowz? Is it bantamweight?
118. What's 118? Is it 118?
Is that bantam? I always the lower weight class. I always get confused by the terminology.
Same.
I'll check.
I know flyweight is what's his name, Sonny Edwards. That's that.
Yeah, it's bantam. It's bantam. It's bantam.
What's it?
Yeah.
What weight? What's the weight?
115 to 118.
115, 118. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then 122 is super bantam.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bantam. Anyway.
So bantam, in a way, was bidding to make history. All 4 belts in that division, I think, for the first time in the 4-belt era against Paul Butler. We said it's a case of what round Butler's going to get knocked out in. It's fair to say that no disrespect to Paul Butler, but we said he's in there to be food. He's in there to get knocked out. And yeah, it's if you want to bet, you just bet on which round it's going to come, really. I'm pretty sure most people went early. It actually happened late. But yeah, Inoue he's made history. And in true Inoue fashion, obviously, he's made sure he stopped his opponent as well. This is over in Japan. So as I said, Butler was just put in there to be a body, which is a shame. Again, no disrespect to him, but it is what it is. Inoue, we know he's a class above all of these guys. And apart from him just being a better boxer than these lot, he hits harder than everyone else. Within at least 2-3 weight classes around those divisions, he's just the hardest hit we've seen from a small guy. So yeah, man, in a way, a lot of people got him in now number 1 pound for pound list, Flowz. So they're trying to throw him up there number 1, all that kind of stuff. We can talk about that later, but yeah, man, it was a comprehensive W for him. He was even taking the piss in there in portions in terms of hands behind the back, showboating and stuff. He doesn't really do that, but he could afford to against a limited opponent such as Paul Butler. No offense to Paul Butler, but what can he do, Flowz? What he was being there to be food. He was in survival mode from round 1. He was in survival mode, and credit to him, he survived to round 11. So credit to him, but the inevitable was going to happen, man.
Yeah, he was there to survive, and you saw them celebrating that he got stopped to the 11th, which is crazy. But to be fair, most people were saying he's getting stopped in round 1,
1, 2,
1 or 2, not going past 6.
Yeah,
and even on behalf of him, because I had the same thinking, but I was like, you lot are being too rude here. This he's a champion, right?
Yeah.
He's a champion.
But Flowz, in the way we've seen in the way stop other champions who are probably arguably better than Paul Butler in 2 rounds.
But those champions came to try and fight. They came to try and do something. Butler came to survive.
It's always harder when you're up against a guy that is literally in survival mode and not trying to engage. So those other guys who actually tried to engage, even though they opened up at their own peril and got rocked. But if you're a guy that's just gonna tuck up and just move around and just try not to be hit, it's harder to look. It's hard to even look good against such an opponent sometimes.
Yeah, I think I saw the punch stats and they were crazy.
Skewed. Yeah.
I don't think Butler was landing more than 3 punches around.
Yeah, he wasn't.
So yeah, that tells you all you need to know, really and truly. But shout out to Inoue, undisputed.
Yeah.
What's this? A third weight he's been champion at,
Yeah, I think so.
and he's
Or it might be
already
fourth. Shouldn't wait. No, third. Yeah.
third.
Yeah.
He's got his sights set on the fourth. That's for sure.
Yeah. So let's right, hey, let's talk about, because I think we earmarked this when Inoue probably had 2 belts, but let alone 4. But we said that division up, the next division up, what, Super Bantam, very, very tasty. Some killers there. Mainly one guy who they've already shipped already, Stephen Fulton, cool boy, who he's got 2 of the belts. There's another guy, I think he's Uzbeki or something, who's got 2 of the belts as well. So there's 2 guys you can go for, but obviously everyone's more excited. But for the Fulton one, Fulton is seen as the class of a division. He's seen as a star of that division. So yeah, they've been shopping it already. Top Rank already had them side to side next to each other. Because I think Fulton is Top Rank, isn't he? Or is he PBC?
He might be Top Rank.
I think he could be Top Rank. Because the way Top Rank were pushing it in our faces, I feel like he's Top Rank.
What was the Figueroa fight? I think
Figueroa.
he might be. He might be PBC.
Might be PBC, fair.
Because remember when PBC done their outline of the year?
Yeah. He's PBC. He's PBC. Yeah. Well, let's hope we can get this. Let's hope we can get it. I think they're both on it. Obviously, Inoue's no secret. He wants to go up and do the same what he's done to this division in that division. So, yeah, man. Hopefully, we get those fights. That's a very attractive prospect for us. Hey, early days in that, but do you have a winner there already? Or you still need to see a bit more?
I need to see how Inoue's feeling at that weight.
Yeah.
Don't jump right in there with a cool boy, but
it's the classic matchup, right? The power puncher versus the boxer, right?
That's to say. Yeah, let's give. I don't want people to hear that and think, Inoue is not a boxer as well, because
he's a boxer. He's a good, very good boxer. Yeah.
I want to see how Inoue looks, and then I'll make my decision. But actually, you put me on the spot. I'm saying Inoue. I'll say Inoue. Right, but stop that boy. Yeah, let's see how he looks.
Boy. Hey, Fulton ain't no joke, though.
He's not.
Hey. And obviously, I think there'll be a lot of revisionism about, Inoue, obviously the hype train was in the way. They might be saying like, Fulton's going to get washed. I don't know about him getting washed, because Fulton's serious. But
Fulton might make him rubbish as well.
Yeah, also Fulton has the ability to make someone look stupid. So but at this juncture, I'm siding with Inoue as well. I like Inoue a lot. So,
this is
we'll see how he falls out. But it could be scarier, bro. He could be hitting harder at a higher weight class. We don't know, with extra weight behind him. Boy, that could be serious.
He might have reached his limit in terms of moving up. Yeah. So who knows? Let's see.
Yeah. But shout out to Inoue.
What's it? How many? It's what, 4 pounds to put on?
Yeah, it's not huge. But he's 5'5". How tall? Let me see. I think Fulton's obviously bigger than him.
Fulton's not massive though.
He's not massive.
5'6", 5'7".
5'5". Yeah, 5'6.5".
Okay, yeah.
17.5 reach. Yeah, Fulton's got a 3-inch reach advantage as well. So he's going to be the bigger man in there. But
what's it? Brandon Figueroa? 5'10" or something?
I swear he was 5'11" or something dumb like that. 5'10", 5'11". Yeah. Yeah, we look forward to that in the future. Hopefully we see that in 2023. Who knows? But yeah, that is definitely an attractive prospect. Shout out to Inoue. Do you have him in the top 5 pound per pound?
Yeah, of course. He's been there. He's been in the top 5.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Top. You got him top? So I saw a lot of people saying that he's number 1 now. Would you have number 1?
Nah, let's say top 3.
Actually, Flo, save it.
Okay.
For the subsequent, as in, we got.
Okay.
Save it. We'll do the year roundup when we talk about that pound for pound list as well. Yeah, cool. So that was on Tuesday. Let's move swiftly on to Saturday now. The last UK card of the year. It was a boxer card. Chris Billam-Smith headlined against, I can't say the guy's name, but he's Kosovan. Albanian Kosovan, I think, but I don't know if you can say his name first, but Xhoxhaj or something. I can't. Okay, let me try. Let me try. Chris Smith. Xhoxhaj, yeah. Xhoxhaj. I don't know. Xhoxhaj, I think. Yeah, but a couple of X's there. Boy, I don't know.
Yeah, that's trying still.
But yeah, Billam-Smith headlined against this guy. But before we get to Billam-Smith, should we talk about Dan Azeez? This was a fight I think we were both interested in the most. Dan Azeez versus Rocky Fielding. Flowz. Yeah. Should we start with that?
Yeah.
We were interested because we like Dan Azeez. We made it no secret on this pod that we're a big fan of Dan Azeez. And his trajectory, how he's doing it right, fighting regularly every year, trying to push himself. He had his British lightweight title on the light heavyweight title on the line against Rocky Fielding, who's a seasoned veteran, experienced campaigner, been in there with the likes of Kam Smith and Canelo, so on and so forth, John Ryder, etc. Rocky Fielding actually missed weight prior to this, so that meant that Azeez retained his belt on the scales. So that was a bit of a dampener, if you would say, but it didn't really deter my thinking. Obviously, we made our prediction last week, and Flowz, it went exactly how I thought it was going to go. Well, you as well, both of us, the way we both thought it was going to go. Dan Azeez, we said it many times before, we're going to keep saying it. He's long to fight. He's very long to fight. Flowz, you said that Okoli's got a villainous style. I like to say as well, Dan Azeez has a very villainous style as well at fighting. It's horrible to fight him. It's very, very horrible. And I say that because he's just so relentless. Doesn't stop coming. And he's rough. Keeps throwing punches. You hit him with big shots. He's got great resistance, so he keeps coming. You can't keep him off you. And he will use his head, he'll use elbows and stuff, ready to rock and roll. And it's just a war of attrition with him, and eventually he just grinds you down. We've seen it all year. All his stoppages have come from the fact that he just ground his opponent down. He's won the war of attrition, and it was no different on Saturday, bro. Rocky Fielding to me actually boxed well in portions, in my opinion.
Oh.
Especially, obviously, we knew Dan Azeez would be aggressor, so Fielding was against the ropes. But Fielding was actually boxing quite well off the ropes. I think he showed his veteran savvy off the ropes, was able to roll some punches and catch and counter some punches from Azeez and hit Azeez with some, I would have thought, some big shots. But they just bounce off Aziz's head and it just keeps coming. Yeah. And one thing I will say is Azeez is, for a lot of his fights, he's dimensions-wise, he's shorter than a lot of these guys. But because he's got such a long reach, he's got really long arms for someone his size. His long levers, his jab is really good because he's able to out-jab his opponents, even if they're taller than him, because of the fact that he's got really long arms. So he's able to, jab, and then come in and start rumbling. So yeah, man, it was he just ground Rocky Fielding down. And I think by the midway point, you could see that Fielding was kind of struggling to do all the pace. Whilst Azeez just gets stronger and stronger and stronger, man. Yeah, he's long. He's very, very long to deal with, man. Very, very long.
Yeah. Going into it, I think I get Fielding in the first round because Fielding's started off well, but the style he was adopting, because he was kind of meeting Dan Azeez and trading off with him.
In flashes, isn't it?
Yeah, he was fighting in spots where he was trading off and unloading kind of thing, all that throwing combinations. Not so much jab and move. Fielding's getting older and whatnot anyway.
Yeah.
Been in a few wars already. But yeah, Dan Azeez, the punch resistance there, the jab there, the roughness there, punch output is there. It's like you say, long to fight. And yeah, it must be annoying, frustrating. Punching someone and they just keep coming forward with jab. It's like
Joe Joyce. It's like Joe Joyce, isn't it? It's like Joe Joyce, exactly like Joe Joyce, but not as slow as Joe Joyce. But a lot more active, but you know what I mean?
A lot more in terms of output, strong jab like Joe Joyce, keeps coming forward. You can't get him off you. He's literally on top of you. And it's like, get off me. It's like, leave me alone.
Yeah. Bro,
I want
literally.
You. Relax, chill, take a backward step or something.
He can't though, because he's against the ropes, and yeah.
Like he's just on top of you, punching, breathing. You just imagine him breathing on top of you,
and then leading him with the head as well, elbow. It's horrible.
Yeah,
but it's brilliant.
He's throwing meaningful shots, and the peak thing is, I think Fielding's nose was bust or something in a second.
Yep. Wasn't his eye? It was his eye.
I think was it from a cut or a headbutt?
So I think it might have been from a headbutt, but it was his eye. He had a cut just above his eye.
I remember I said I gave Field in the first round.
Yeah.
And the second round, you're bleeding. And the thing about that is he comes out fresh faced after 12 rounds.
I knew you were going to say that. He doesn't
fresh faced, and he takes punches.
He takes
these
punches.
people. He takes punches, but just punch resistance. And these are people who've knocked people out, stopped people.
Rocky Fielding is quite a big puncher. He's known for being quite a big puncher. We've seen him stop people big time. So again, crazy.
Azeez didn't rate. Once again, it's another person. He doesn't rate their power, so just walks through them. Scary prospects. He should be avoided by a lot of these contemporaries. They should avoid him because that's a banana skin you don't need.
But we want to see it, bro. We want to see it.
I want to see it.
I need to see it
because a lot of people didn't have his. We were talking about it for a while,
bro.
Since we started this pod.
He's forced his way into conversations now. He's forced his way into it. He's strong-armed his way into it. They were not talking about his name before.
They weren't saying his name one bit. He wasn't in the mix. Now he's got the British. Now he's got the Commonwealth.
Yeah, doing it right as well. What's European next?
A lot of these men still won't say his name.
Yeah,
no one's saying his name still.
I haven't heard anyone call him out. It's always the same other guys. Yard, blah blah blah, Waxy, blah blah blah. No one mentions Azeez. I think they know Flowz. I think they know. They can't be oblivious. They know that he is difficult to deal with. Yeah. Especially the London-based ones. Like, there's quite a few of them are like Craig, like they're all London-based, isn't it? So they all know. Like, yeah.
How many times did he fight this year? Was this his
times.
First fight this year?
This is his first fight. Active as well. Doing it right.
And he says he wants to be back out in January.
Yeah. And too, I believe him. I think he can be because he didn't look like he expended himself too much. He just said fresh faced. Wasn't in trouble at all. Didn't get rocked. We haven't seen him rocked or wobbled once. So he's just a machine that's gonna keep on going until he gets banged hard enough for him to stop this. It's gonna be the same every fight, Flowz. I'm just gonna walk through you and be on top of you. Pressure, energy, output, and I'm gonna grind you down because you can't do what I can do. And you can't keep me off you. So, yeah, man. Until someone cracks him hard enough, I'm trying to think in the division domestically. I'm not going to talk about the Russians. I'm saying domestically. Who has the power to keep him off him? And I'll probably say Yard. I don't know about Buatsi. I don't know if Buatsi hits hard enough to stop. Actually, for now, I'll say Buatsi maybe because Buatsi does hit hard, but I don't know if it's concussive enough to stop Azeez that did in his tracks, but that's it really. Callum Johnson's retired now, so I would have said him. Yeah. But just those two really. I think Flowz. I think Azeez.
Once upon a time, I would have said Callum Smith, but I don't know now.
You're rude. To be fair, no, I have to say Callum Smith, Flowz, because his last return, he did that guy very dirty when that disgusting knockout he did.
Yeah, but he
didn't
do a thing to Canelo. And Callum Smith, like I said once upon a time, I thought he hits hard.
It's one guy. No, Flowz. It's one guy. You can't do that. It's Canelo. No one's
look at it. Yeah,
Flowz, we've never seen Canelo. You can't do that. That's unfair. Be fair.
No, but anyway, crazy punch resistance, Canelo.
Man's changed his entire destiny with punching. He said, "Nah, he's not power punching."
he's not punching them.
What's wrong with you, Flowz?
Even the next fight, he got knocked out of the year. To me.
Brother, the subsequent fights since Canelo, he's been knocking guys out left, right, center. You know, it's just one guy. Canelo's a monster. That's it. But fake. Yeah, very fake that guy. Anyways, but yeah. Callum Smith, he hits hard. I'll say hits hard enough. Well, bro, Lyndon Arthur doesn't want to see Azeez at all. No. I'm telling you now. Look, I'm sorry, Lyndon. You know, I'm a fan, but he's giving you a bad day.
Yeah,
real bad day. Then
you're taking a knee, Lyndon. I can't lie. You have to take a knee for that one.
So in the domestic light heavy rankings, Flowz, we can do this one. Where do you have Azeez at the moment?
Top 5 without a shadow of a doubt. 4th. Okay. I think I would go
ahead of him. Do you have Buatsi?
Yeah, Buatsi and Yard ahead of him.
Okay. Yeah.
And Callum Smith ahead of him as well.
Okay. Yeah. So you got in 4th place right now.
Yeah. Who else is there?
Yeah. Yeah. Arthur Pitters, he's better than both of those. I think. I do think Arthur's very good, but he's still on the way back up for me, so I have to give him some time. But I do rate Arthur a lot. Pitters,
Richards.
He's better than Richards. Yeah, he beats Richards. Yeah. Good fight.
In a close fight. In a close
great fight. In fact, that man to be next.
Yeah, you can't write off Richards in that.
You can't. But Azeez is winning. I can't. I mean, Richards is very good, but Azeez is taking that. I'm confident about that one.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good fight. I would like to see that next. To be honest, I'd like to see Arthur, but I just know that they wouldn't risk that because Arthur's on the comeback trail, so it's too risky for him. I would love to see Boatsy, but again, it's not going to be risked. It's not going to be risked. I would love to see that. And obviously we know the yard's locked in already, so that's already locked in.
But yeah, shout out to Dan Azeez. He's working with Buddy McGirt with what's his name, Dylan White over in America. Been putting in the work. Yeah, and even though he's 33.
Yeah, 32, 33.
Yeah, he's moving at a good pace.
Yeah, well, he has to. The pace he's moving at, he's like he himself knows he's on the clock, so he's in his prime now. Get cracking. So I respect it.
All them man on the clock.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But yeah,
it's true. I do look forward to seeing where he goes next, who he fights next, if it's European level or another domestic matchup. But I think he's putting the domestic light heavyweight scene on notice, to be honest. In fact, he is. Dan Azeez has put these men on notice. He's coming. And he's a long day to deal with. Long day to deal with. Because the thing is, he's not even the best boxer like that. He's quite crude with it, but it's so effective because of the tools he has. It's crazy, man. Yeah,
he's not mad skilled or nothing, but
he sells himself as a throwback fighter. He is like he's very throwback in the way he boxes. You can see it. So man, I look forward to seeing Dan Azeez. I think he's worth getting excited over. We listeners, we're giving you the drop early. We've been telling you about him, but yeah, we'll see how far he goes. Main event, Chris Billam-Smith against the Albanian. Great fight, Flowz, actually, really good fight. Because this Albanian brother from the round one, he came to swing, bro. He was on it from round. He came in swinging heavy, putting Billam-Smith under pressure, just big shots, haymakers. I said, this guy's come to fight. I respect it. No one's heard of this guy. We don't know who he is. Yeah, no one's heard of him, but fair play. He hasn't come to lie down. He's come to make a point. And the first couple of rounds were uncomfortable for the gentleman at CBS. Very uncomfortable. In fact, which round was it, Flowz, where CBS got rocked heavy?
He looked like he was going to get stopped as well. But pieced up.
Was it the third and fourth round? Which round
was it? Second? It might be second.
Or was it second? Was it that early? Fair.
Might be second or third, yeah.
Yeah, but whichever round it was, Flowz, he's caught Billam-Smith with some haymakers, and Billam-Smith.
I think it was the second, and Billam-Smith responded well in the third.
Yeah. But that second round was torrid for Billam-Smith. He got caught with a couple of shots he didn't see, and he looked like it could have been stopped. Like I feel like this guy was 2 big shots away, maybe 1, from actually dropping Billam-Smith and stopping him, because he looked like his legs were gone, really, really, really struggling, and this guy was all over him like a rash. And I'm there thinking, raw, upset, yeah. Shout out to this opponent, man. I like that he came to fight, man. Showed heart. But I have to credit CBS, bro. The recovery in that third round to get his composure back, brilliant. Some fights it takes a while, but he was able to he didn't panic, stay composed. He's always been quite a composed boxer, I feel like, anyway, CBS. And he was able to stick behind his jab, stick behind his boxing, and turn the tide in his favor, I guess. And I guess the class showed for him. And this Albanian guy, he expended a lot of energy in those earlier rounds, a lot of effort, I guess. He kind of went for broke. Yeah. And because it didn't pay off, he then started fading from fourth round onwards. You could see he's noticeably fading. His output was slowing down. And that's when Billam-Smith started to take over. But Flowz, the stoppage. My gosh. That's a contender for That's a contender for knockout of the year already. We already know that.
For sure.
It's a dirty one, to be honest. Very, very dirty knockout. When you see the guy go down in installments, windows like the shutdown where he's just legs locked and just falling, bro. Peak. and then what made it worse as well, I didn't clock it at first. On the replay, I've seen obviously his head bounce back off the canvas. It was a peak knockout, man.
Like a basketball, man. It was multiple touchdowns. I was like, yo.
Yeah, man. He was out before he went down, even. Like,
yeah.
And what was it? Was it I'm trying to think how he set the shot up again. I think there was an uppercut in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was an uppercut in the combination, and then
a hook.
Yeah.
Was it a hook?
Left hook, right hook, one of the two. Anyway, yeah, shut him down.
He was knocked out whilst on his feet. So as he was going down, he was out. And credit to CBS because a lot of fighters, I'm telling you now, a lot of fighters would have still jumped in and cracked him again as he was going down or as he was still on his feet, even though he was visibly knocked out. But CBS obviously took a step back. He saw that guy was going down, saw he was gone, and he let him go down. And obviously the referee jumped in and ended it. But dirty knockout. Dirty knockout, man. Beautiful to be watched, to be honest.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, like you say, good comeback for CBS in a sense because it was worrying for him that second round. But I think it was a case of this. Where's he from? Kosovo, Albania. Where's he from?
I think he's Albanian Kosovan.
Kosovan
Albanian. Yeah.
This guy, he kind of started to fade pretty quickly. You could see him starting to dip, and CBS was growing in confidence. But yeah, that stoppage was crazy. Puts CBS kind of back in, not back on the map in a sense, but he's had a good year since the React Pro loss anyway.
Since the React Pro loss, which was 2019, obviously he's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 8 fights on the bounce now where he's won. So he's actually moved on from the React Pro loss. He's got a lot better, I feel like, and he's, I guess, trying to reinsert himself back into that sort of domestic mix of cruiserweights. He's done well for himself. Credit to him. Obviously, he had that great fight with Chamberlain last week. His last fight was against Chamberlain. That was a good fight. That was a tough fight. Came through that. And yeah, man, this is a great knockout for him to end the year. For you, Flowz, do you want to see that React Pro rematch? They were talking about it, or React Pro was killing me, by the way, on commentary. The way he was talking, man was bigging himself up. He said they asked him again in the rematch, how would it go? He said, no disrespect to him, but I'm getting him out of there 6. I said, you. And they were talking about obviously the best domestic cruiserweights, and obviously Coley was top of the list at number 1. I think React Pro was number 2. The rankings. Yeah, React Pro was no disrespect, but I'm number 1. The way he was talking, he said, "I'm number 1. Trust me." I said, "Yo," but do you want to see that really, or are you happy for them to go on their separate paths?
I'm more interested in the React for a Cody fight. I'll be so honest with you, Chris Billam-Smith. I still have a question mark over him in terms of. To be fair, the cruiserweight division is an easy division. Once React will move up at some point, Cody will move up at some point. Yeah, the division is easy, but I've seen him struggle against Tommy McCarthy in the first time. Obviously, in the second fight,
he put that to rest. That second fight,
yeah, but we should have done that in the first time against Tommy McCarthy anyway. and then this fight, we've seen him struggle struggle badly in the early rounds. Obviously, against someone I don't know. Isaac Chamberlain gave him a tough fight. Now he's winning all these fights fair, but there should be levels in the cruiserweight division. Right now, there isn't too many levels. I can say. But
so
does he beat Coley? No. Does he beat the Akpor? No.
So for you, there's still work to do. You're not fully sold on him. So obviously, he's currently European and Commonwealth champion. So for him, do you want to see him, I guess, make a few more defenses of that European title, a Commonwealth title, before he considers moving up? Because he's trying to get in line. I think this was obviously a B line for one of the governing bodies. Who's the number 1 contender or something like that. So he's obviously trying to earn himself a world title shot next year. But yeah, if he's not ready, I guess you're suggesting that he stays at the European level at the moment.
He might be ready. If that's his style where he struggles and has to wake up, where he's always going to be on war, fair enough. A React Pro fight might just be another a snoozer. You never know.
Yeah.
But I'll see it. I'll see it. He's winning. Reactpool's winning. Okoli's winning. The cruiserweight division. None of these men are really active as well. I ain't see.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. So he's active, which is a good thing.
Yeah, he's. I was like, this is his first fight. He's the most active out of all of them.
He's active, so naturally he's making things happen.
Yeah.
Rest of these other man. And Reactpool's active as well. To be honest, I think the Sky getting these guys out frequently.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Vidal Riley, who was meant to fight on the card, didn't. I think Vidal Riley should be in the mix. Try and be in the mix from next year onwards.
He's gonna be the one.
I don't know about the one because he's not fighting. Well, he's had 3 fights this year, but there's no step up in the opposition. He's been fighting pretty much foods. I think Wilberforce dude was the last name on his resume. So I don't know for that division. It's just there to be.
It is just there. It's not exciting really like that, and it's not really moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it could use a shake up of someone that can come in and really like shake the table. You know what I mean?
That Jai Opatai who beat
Bradis. Yeah.
I haven't seen him since. I don't know if he's fought or what.
Yeah, I don't think he has fought.
We'll see.
We'll see what going on for next year for his cruiserweight division. But big win for CBS. Shout out to him. He did that. That's a home crowd as well. Came for adversity, and obviously closed the show in spectacular fashion. So you kind of love to see it. So shout out to him. He's had a good year. Good year from him. Let's quickly move over to America. We mentioned it last week. Frank Martin, as part of the Errol Spence camp, was against that Michelle Rivera. These are 2 undefeated prospects going, putting their O's on the line. It was meant to be billed as quite a close fight between 2, high-rising prospects. It was anything but, right, Flowz? I mean, Frank Martin absolutely took this guy to school and battered him from pillar to post. I'm watching this fight and they're thinking, this guy shouldn't even be in the ring with Frank right now.
You're deep.
No, Frank. I felt he made it look very easy. I'll be honest, Flowz. That's not to say that this guy can come back or whatever. Frank Martin's very, very good. I will say that he's very, very good, and he's definitely one to look out for when we do our fight. Our prospects to look out for the following year. I think we have to make a case for Frank Martin being on there. He looks very, very classy indeed. Strong, quick, excellent IQ. Great fundamentals. Yeah, I'm a fan. I like what I'm seeing from Frank Martin. Definitely.
Yeah, it was a great performance from Frank Martin.
Dropped him in the 7th as well, right? Yeah,
dropped him in the 7th. Nipped the whole 50-50 in the bud. I gave Frank Martin 9 of it was a 12 rounder.
Yeah, it was 12 rounder.
Yeah, I gave Rivera 1 round. Maybe could have given him 2 max. 1 round, and I think that's me being generous. It could have been 120, 109, 108. And he got dropped, so 107. So it's peak. Frank Martin, great footwork, like you say. Had the hand speed, was using his lead hand. He was feinting upstairs, feinting downstairs, following up with a backhand, was quick with it as well, combinations. Yeah, the footwork, I'll say it again. Looks like the full package already. And this was what? His 14th, 15th fight?
17th fight.
17th, okay, yeah. Impressive.
Yeah,
impressive.
It's another name now to Flowz. It's another one in that 135 division, another killer coming out of nowhere. Not coming out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Like announced himself.
We've mentioned him before.
As we said, we mentioned him before. As we said before, guys, that 135, 140 division, those 2 divisions there over the next couple of years, it'll be real spicy. Real spicy. Yes, I'm gonna leave it at that because the names that are in these 2 divisions is disgusting. Crazy. So between those 2, so he's another one now that's announced himself as a super contender. He looked, like you said, he looks the full package already. I'm looking forward to him having a big 2023 if he can get some fights across the line. And there's other guys in America in that division who we're going to see more of next year as well. Sean Davis, etc. So yeah, man, it's real tasty division. I like it a lot. But shout out to him, man. Great performance. Yeah. schooled the guy that he was meant to have a 50-50 against. So yeah. And I'm sure Rivera is young enough to come again. He's not the end of the world, but back to the drawing board for him. He's got some work to do. But yeah, Frank is the real deal to me. He looks like it for real. Just one fight to touch upon next week. We're not really going to delve into a preview of it because it's not really a well-known division. But Joshua Franco, who you remember from some controversy flows, he's putting his belt on the line against a Japanese guy on the 31st, who's also got a belt. So it's a unification for that division. That should be just worth mentioning. Listeners, if you want to tune into that one, that's a unification fight there. But apart from that, Flowz, I think that's it, really. I think that's it for this week. Obviously, we've got a couple special episodes coming up for this holiday period. It should be fun, listeners. But for this week, it's been an interesting end to the year for boxing, or for the sort of the cards that have gone on domestically, etc. I'm looking forward to our roundup episode. I'm going to leave it at that. That's always fun. Yeah, that's always fun. It's been episode 121 of the SZN Podcast. Once again, I've been your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And make sure you check us out on all the streaming platform, guys. Peace.
I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.